Now we are going to discuss this proof of this, how to prove this relationship or this equation. Now, uh, what is the characteristic function of A union B? That is what? What is the definition they given it? That is nothing but maximum of chi A and chi B. So, proof we are going to discuss in two parts. One, the first case, if suppose x belongs to A union B. So characteristic function of any function, suppose A, we are going to divide into two parts. What happens if x belongs to A and what happens if x does not belongs to A? If x belongs to A, it will be mapped to 1. If x does not belong to A, it will be mapped to 0. So like this, only the two cases we are going to discuss. For here, this is a characteristic function of A union B. So what happens if x belongs to A? Then x if x belongs to A, so what is the characteristic function value? Equals to 1. So chi A union B of x equals to 1. So now we are going to see what is happening in the maximum of chi A and chi B. That also must be equal to 1. Then we can say that chi A union B equals to maximum of chi A comma chi B. So I name this as 1. Okay, now x is element of A union B. Suppose x belongs to A union B implies x is element of A or x is element of B. Sometimes it can be in both A intersection B also it can belong to, because if it belongs to union it can belong to A or B or both. Then which implies that if x belongs to A, what happens? Chi A value is, chi A of x value is 1, or if x belongs to B, chi A of x, chi B of x value is 1. In both the cases, if it belongs to A intersection B, it belongs to A as well as B, so it will be, both the values will be 1. So what happens? So now, chi A of x value is 1, chi B of x value is 1. Therefore, so what is the maximum of chi A comma chi B? This is a function. So what is the value of this? This is nothing but maximum of chi A of x comma chi B of x is equals to maximum of 1 comma 1 is equals to. So what happens? This is the second one. So from 1 and 2 what we can conclude? From 1 and 2 we get that chi A union B of x is nothing but maximum of chi A of x comma B of x for x belongs to A. That's the case we discussed. Sorry, x belongs to A union B. So if x belongs to A union B, this result is true. Okay, now we have to prove it for if x does not belong to A union B. That I discussed like a case 2. Suppose our x does not belong to A union B. If x does not belong to A union B, what is the meaning? X belongs to the complement of A union B. So by De Morgan's law, what is it says? This is nothing but A complement intersection B complement. So x belongs to A dash intersection B dash. So x belongs to A dash and x belongs to B dash. If x belongs to A dash, what's the meaning? X does not belong to A. And here x belongs to B dash means x does not belongs to B. If x does not belongs to A, what is the meaning? The chi A of x equals to 0, and here also chi B of x value is also 0. So therefore What's the maximum of chi a of x comma chi b of x for this case is equals to maximum of 0 comma 0 equals to 0, and x does not belongs to a union b implies what is chi a union b of x equals to 0. So suppose this is the first result and this is the second. So from 1 and 2, what do we get? Chi a union b of x equals to maximum of chi a of x comma chi b of x for x does not belongs to a union b. Hence, by considering case 1 and case 2, we say that chi a union b of x equals to maximum of chi a of x comma chi b of x. Now I can simply write this is true for every element in the universal set, we can say. Every element in the universal set. If it belongs to A union B or if it does not belong to A union B, both the things, this equation is satisfied. So, see here. So, we have proved this. So, first we consider case 1. We took, suppose x belongs to A union B. So, what happens? We have proved it that from 1 and 2, we come to conclude that this equation is A union B means it belongs to A or B or both. So chi A value is 1 or chi B value is 1. Here instead of this step, we can simply write 1 here, because we are finding the maximum only. See, definitely any one of this, suppose x is not belonging to B, it belongs to A only, suppose like this. This is A and this is B. Suppose this is A union B, you know how to do. Suppose x is fully in A, so what is chi A value? Value is 1. And suppose here chi b of x is 0. So what is the maximum of both? Always 1. Suppose it is x is falling here, this will be 0 and this will be 1. Anyway, the maximum of these two is 1. If it is falling here, definitely both are 1 and the maximum is 1. So simply you can write like this. Okay. Here, okay. So now if x does not belongs to A union B, then it's belong to the complement, and this is the De Morgan's law. You studied in the last set properties, set operations on sets. There you studied this one. Intersection means it is belonging to both A dash and B dash. Then you understood this step. So if x is not belonging to A, chi A value is 0, and this is very important, and that's why both are 0. So the maximum value is, we are sure that 1 is not there. So maximum value is 0. And if it is not belonging to A union B, the chi A value is 0. So we proved it. Now the second one, chi A intersection B equals to the minimum of chi A comma chi B, and this is nothing but chi A into chi B. Again we are going to consider two cases. Case 1, suppose my x belongs to A intersection B. Clearly, if x belongs to A intersection B, what is the characteristic function of A intersection B evaluated at x equals to 1. I name this as first result. Now, X is belonging to A intersection B implies X is element of A and X is element of B. If X is element of A, then what is the value? Chi A of X equals to 1 and the chi B of X value is also 1. Therefore, so what is the maximum of okay, they use this symbol, okay, chi A of X comma chi B of X is nothing but here for this case 1 we get 1 comma 1 equals to maximum 1 comma 1 is 1 and this is 2. Therefore from 1 and 2 we get chi A intersection B is nothing but maximum of chi A into chi B. And what is this? We can write it as chi A into chi B. What is chi A into chi B? What is the product of two functions? We define now chi A into chi B. How to find the product of two functions at X? It's nothing but chi A of X into chi B of X. For this case, this is 1 into 1 equals to 1. So this is also 1. So I can write like this. So we have proved the result for case 1, that is when X is belonging to A intersection B. Now what is case 2? When X does not belong to A intersection B. If X does not belong in A intersection B, what is characteristic function of A intersection B evaluated at X? That is 0. I name this one as result 1 for case 2. Now X does not belong to A intersection B. So what is the meaning? X certainly belongs to A intersection B, the complement. So what is A intersection B, the whole complement? You use that law, set the property law, De Morgan's law, A dash union B dash, which implies X is element of A dash or X is element of B dash or X is element of A dash intersection B dash. If X is element of A dash, what is the meaning? X does not belongs to A or X does not belongs to B, or if X is belonging to A dash intersection B dash, see here, and before that there is some error I made here. Case 1, A union B, okay. Here A intersection B, this is minimum value, okay. This is the minimum value, I put maximum, you can change it. So both are 1, so definitely the minimum must be also 1. So that is not a big change here. This is also a big change. If it is intersection, there should be minimum. Here, okay, up to this step, okay. Now, if X is not belonging to A, what is the meaning? The chi A of X value is 0, or if X is not belonging to B, chi B value is 0. If X is not element of, see, X is belonging to A dash intersection B dash means X is element of A dash and X is element of B dash. So X does not belong to A. X is belonging to A dash means what? X is does not belong to A. So chi A value of 0. If X does not element of B dash means X is not belonging to B. Therefore chi B value is 0. So in all the cases, if you find it the minimum of chi A and chi B. See here for this one, maybe chi A B value may be 1. We don't know. But for this one, chi A value is 0, chi B value may be 0 or maybe 1, but anyway minimum of these two is 0. Similarly for this case also, that is why R. So here chi chi A value may be 0 or 1, but chi B value is definitely 0. Therefore, the minimum of chi A, chi B is 0. And this case, definitely both are 0. Therefore, the minimum of both of them is 0. In all these three cases, minimum of chi A, chi B is always 0. And what is the product of chi A and chi B? Here, for this case, chi A is 0. Chi B may be 1 or 0. What is the product of chi A into chi B? Definitely 0. Simple. So chi A and chi B. For this one also, chi A into chi B will be 0. And here both are 0. Therefore, product is 0. So we are getting this result. So for both case 1 and case 2, for both case 1 and case 2, therefore, from case 1 and 2, we get the result chi A intersection B is equals to minimum of chi A comma chi B, and there is nothing but chi A into chi B. So we have proved the result. We consider two cases, we proved it. Now next, we have to prove what is chi A difference B equals to chi A minus chi B. Here, the condition is provided our B must be a subset of A. That is the important condition, not for all kinds of sets. See, this is the universal set. Suppose yes, and this is the bigger set A, and our B is a subset of A. So this shaded portion we can call it as A difference B, and this portion we call it as A dash. Okay. That one we have to keep in mind. Now we have to prove this one. Case 1. Suppose we assume that X is belonging to A difference B. That is, X is falling here. My X is falling here. So therefore, clearly, what is a characteristic function of A difference B of X? If X is belonging to A difference B, this value is 1. I name this as 1. And X is belonging to A difference B implies X belongs to A, and another thing is X does not belongs to B. Because B is a subset of A, we can clearly see X does not belong to B. Here, what I can use this, what is the characteristic function of A if X belongs to A? It becomes 1, and if X does not belong to B, the characteristic function of B at X equals to 0. So what we get here, what is chi A of X minus chi B of X? That is nothing but 1 minus 0 equals to 60. So from 1 and 2, see both of them, right hand side is 1. Therefore, chi A minus B in general for all values of X, chi A minus B equals to chi A minus, actually chi A minus chi B of X. This is a function. The difference of two functions I define. What is the difference of two functions? That is nothing but chi A of X minus chi B of X, because both of them are real value functions. So that is why in general we can write like this. Okay, this is case 1. Case 1, the property, this result is satisfied. Now case 2. Case 2, what happens? Suppose our X does not belongs to A difference B. If X does not belongs to A difference B, for this kind of relation between sets, that is B is a subset of A. So what is the meaning? X does not belong to A difference B means it cannot be here. It should A difference x is not belonging to a difference b here, so it should fall here, that is a dash. Implies x falls in a dash. X falls in a dash implies x is not in a and x is not in b also, because b is a subset of a. If it's not in a, definitely it is not in b also. Not an element of b. So if x is not element of a, the characteristic function of a at x is equal to 0, and if x is not in b, the characteristic function of b at x is also what? 0. Characteristic function of b is also 0. Therefore, what is chi a of x minus chi b of x? And here I forgot here, which implies what is chi a minus b of x? It's not belonging to a difference b. This is 0. This is 1. And this is 0 minus 0 equals to 0. This is 2. So under case 1, from 1 and 2, sorry, from case 2, under case 2, from 1 and 2, so we get chi a minus b equals to what? Chi a minus chi b, because both the right hand sides are equal. You can see both the right hand sides are equal. Therefore, from case 1 and case 2, we get that chi a difference b equals to chi a different chi b. So we put it, and the final thing is, what is chi a dash equals to 1 minus chi a? How to prove this? This is also simple. Same way, if suppose x belongs to a, if x belongs to a, what happens? Chi a of x equals to 1, and if x belongs to a, x does not belongs to a dash. So what is chi a dash of x? Becomes 0. Therefore what I can do? Therefore what is clearly it is clear that what is chi a dash of x? 0. That is nothing but I can write like this: 1 minus 1 equals to 1 minus this 1. I can represent it as chi a of x. Therefore chi a dash is equals to 1 minus chi a if x belongs to a. If same thing, if x does not belongs to a, what happens? Same thing will reverse. Chi a of x equals to 0 and chi a dash of x will be 1. Therefore I can write like this: chi a dash equals to 1 minus chi a, and hence the proof. Okay. And this section, we name it as section 1.4. This is called section 1.4. You can put always the section name. This is a real valued functions, section 1.4, and students must refer to the exercise 1.4 of the reference book and try to solve all the problems. Okay.